All right, good afternoon, everyone. It is 12:26 in the afternoon on September 8th, and today I get to do a negative $31 recap. It was a pretty rough day of trading. A, a lot of pretty much everything that I was looking at went sideways or down. DraftKings, I think, was the best opportunity, but it was choppy. GANX, GANX, just you know, it was worth a stab, I guess. Not really, but okay. So, yeah, the first thing I'll go over here is GANX. Now, it opened at $9.41 a share. And so I put in an order for 500 shares at $9.43, and I got filled on all 500 shares. But it didn't break through its open. It just kind of went to its open and died, got rejected. And I didn't sit around and wait for it. This thing, I was like, okay, what we've had here is a pretty quiet open. My thinking behind getting into this was, we've had a quiet open so far. I'm going to silence one of my alarms over here. Had a pretty quiet morning so far with this thing. And sometimes what these things will do is have a quiet open and then all of a sudden out of nowhere just start running up. Well, that's not what happened with GANX. And so I wound up, doing a pretty decent job of capping my losses on this. I mean, 20 cents loss, it's 20 cents loss. So no big deal, $100 on it's 500 shares. So, let it go for a $100 loss. And then just didn't really pay any attention to it again after that. I mean, it's really just been slumping. I mean, we went to a high of $12.50 pre-market and just slumped. Opened, tried to pop here at the open, then made another attempt close to 10 o'clock, to get past its open again. But otherwise, just hasn't done anything. Sorry about that. Got a phone call. So, and kind of forgot about it. It's just not doing anything. Now, DraftKings here. Let me get rid of this one at 64.49 here real quick. Yep. So DraftKings right here. Here's the open at $63.71. And I was watching $64.19. And what I really wanted to see it do at $64.19, I really wanted to see it come up, test, hold, and then continue. And it didn't do that, actually. And it was pretty disappointing. I had to kind of ride this one out a bit. So I got into it here for the first, I think it's 100 or so shares, right before or right after it broke $63.71. I don't remember my exact entry there. But yeah, a break of the open, and it did a great job of blasting through 64.19. And then, and I remember I bought for the break of 64.19. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, everybody. Hey, Mom, how's it going?
Good.
Hey.
Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. Hey, I'm doing my recap right now.
Okay.
Did you get the text?
Goodbye.
Well, hey, did you get the, I sent a text just before I started the recap asking if I could call after I finished the recap.
Okay. No, I didn't get that one. I got the 12:31. So.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll give you a call in probably like about 10 minutes.
Okay, fine.
All right, Mom. Love you. Bye. All right. So I have the greatest mom ever. And she's a wonderful grandmother, too. My two sons absolutely adore her. We just went down to visit this past weekend and had a great time. They live out more in the, it's not exactly rural, but the boys like to get outside down where they live. All right. So, okay, so I remember now. Okay, so I bought on this candle right here for the break of 64.19. at $64.20. And I was, I was like, yeah, awesome. This is going to work out really well. I don't remember how much I was up. I can actually, I don't know, it doesn't matter. And so, I mean, it was a good trade, however, I did not sell. I did not take profits. And it's too bad, Well, anyway, yeah, I was looking for a lot more out of DraftKings than what it delivered. So here was the next spot that I bought, and I bought for the defense of $63.71. I was like, it's not going lower than it's open. This thing's bullish. It's got to break out above 64.19 and hold it in order to be able to complete the technicals. And I was getting that was the troubles. I was getting ahead of what the stock was actually doing. I had in my mind what it should be doing rather than just going along with what it is doing. So I think I got into about another 200 shares right here at 63.71, and I watched it go down to 62.93 on me. I was in an average of $63 and I think it was around 63.90, 63.80. I can't remember. Well, anyway, it came back and started to recover and went above wherever it was that I'd bought these things. And so you can see here, made 32 cents here on 100 shares, lost 11 cents on 100 shares, made 39 and 8 cents on. So not exactly the greatest trade in the world, and definitely could have made more money if I had just let it go. As it started to peak right here and I saw it coming back down, would have been the best place to let it go. And so, I had the right idea here in this trade, in these first 200 shares. But for whatever reason, I decided to mid trade, tried to swap up strategies, change out my strategy there. Did not have good results. And then pretty much like everything else, CTXS just did nothing. It didn't, let's look at it. It's easier on the 10-minute. Yeah, it opened. I didn't even readjust for the open right here. And it just wasn't doing anything. It did catch support, a little bit of support here at the 50%, and then moved to the 61. So I mean, there was a little bit of a trade there, but not much really. Upstart, really choppy morning session here. This is the 1 minute. And so let me get over to it here. Yeah, it opened up, dipped down. I'm glad I wasn't paying attention to it because this was a false breakout. It went up above its open and then failed, and then made an attempt to go to its open again, then failed again, and then has just been kind of trailing off. I think I remember saying to myself, these first three that I had on my watch list today, I just wasn't interested, actually, all that enthusiastic about any one of the three. And the most enthusiastic, the best one that I thought would work out would be DraftKings. And then after that, it was WOOF. Now, this one, I had orders in to go pre-market, and I actually kind of lucked out on this one in that I usually place orders pre-market for the open. But on this one today, I made, for whatever reason, the fortunate mistake of placing trades on this one for the pre-market only. So I don't know why, but as soon as regular hours hit, my pre-market orders were taken out, and they were no longer live as soon as the trading day, the trading session started. They got canceled out. And so then by the time it came down for me to pay attention to the levels that I put on this, let me open it up here and I'll put up the levels here. I started paying attention to it, and this thing just started to look like dog dog water here. So let me see the first. Here we go. Take these off. So I started paying attention to this thing when it broke this 2197 level, and that was right here. And I was like, I wonder, should I buy right here? Is 2197 the level that I really want to, like look at? Is this the right one? I was like, well, let me wait. If it starts breaking up past 2224 or 2222 again, then I'll start looking for a buy to the upside, on the way up rather than trying to catch it on the way down. And really, quite fortunately, I was looking at this thing, I was watching it, and there was a point in time where this thing was starting to look like an outside reversal. So let's see. Let's get rid of this one, get that one out of the way, and get that one out of the way. Now, here's the previous day, right? Here's the previous day's high, and here's the previous day's low. And there's the close in there. This thing was actually, when it started dipping down below 2147, I was like, this thing could be an outside reversal, which is extremely bearish. I was like, amazed. I was like, there's no way. I mean, look at this thing. So here's the daily, right? This thing IPO'd back here in January 21st. It's put in a bottom down here. You see, there's a bottom. This is a really strong bottom, and it's moved up from there, and then it set up a bull flag. Here's this bull flag right here. And then it broke above the bull flag. Okay, so a false breakout, yeah, that's one thing. And a false breakout, that's, that happens. False breakouts will occur even during, a bullish move to the upside and a break. I mean, just because it gave a false breakout today doesn't mean that this bull flag is broken. However, an outside reversal, meaning the stock opens higher than the previous day. If WOOF opened higher today than its previous day and then closed lower, so it engulfed the entire previous day's candle, that would be an outside reversal, and that would be extremely bearish, which would be completely. It would be just so outside of the, not the realm of possibility, but it would just be so highly improbable for it to put in an outside reversal today. But it was too much for me to get into. And in fact, actually, even after this is an outside reversal right here. You see, you have this red candle right here, right? So the next day it opened lower and then closed higher than the entire range of this red candle. This is an outside reversal. That's bullish. You can expect higher prices after you get a candle sequence like that. It would just be really weird, and there would be no catalyst for it, for WOOF to just completely sell off and have an outside reversal today. So I was watching this thing closely, but I just didn't have the guts to enter into it. I didn't have the guts to enter into the trade. Let me get, what's go? Oh, that's right. Here we go. So, but this thing gave opportunities, though. Here, we'll take a look at it. Let's go to the 10 minute. 10 minute will work best. That's best looking. So there were the levels that I put on this morning. Let's see, here, here, and here. And those things just did not work out. Those levels were just not working. And I'm glad that I put those pre-market orders in on the to be filled pre-market rather than in regular hours. because I'd be sitting here just hating life right now if I actually had those things filled. But then really right here, this is the outside 21. No, this is the outside reversal area right here at 21.47. It would just be crazy for it to have closed today below that. That that was such a tough call for anybody to make though pre-market. Like, I mean, who expects stock? This thing opened up. Let's see, it opened up 5.3% higher than its previous close. Now let's see. Let's put this. I'm going to take a measurement here. So it opened here, and then made in one day. It made a 7.15% swing. You know, that is a wild move for this stock. This stock, I guess, after this point right here, 14th of June. I wonder what that was. Well, anyway, no entry there. I definitely wanted to trade it, but I just didn't. I couldn't muster up the guts to pull the trigger on it. So yeah, that's pretty much my trading day. GANX, CTXS, and UPST are all really just duds. DraftKings, can it make it back? Yeah, it could make it back for a close above 64.19. But this is a level I'm going to keep an eye on for a few days here. This $64.19 area. This probably won't be the last time here within, I'd say, the next week or so that I'd trade DraftKings. I'll probably have this on watch for a few days here for that move over $64.19. And then BYSI, there's nothing going on here. Just came close to that $22.22 level that I had marked off on it today, but nothing happened. It didn't hit it. So, all right. And then let's see the broader market here. The SPY. This is interesting. So I almost got into some call contracts right here. Actually, let me put this on the 5-minute. I was looking for a close below this 18.21 right here, $18.21 for, I'm bullish the SPY. I'm bullish basically the markets in general and so forth because, the Fed, don't fight the Fed. The Fed is doing QE and the Fed's doing QE and Operation Twist and has rates at 0 and is working alongside all these different private investment companies with their special investment vehicle stuff. There's just way too much manipulation, and I mean I'm talking from the Federal Reserve, who has the printing press. They can print as much money as they want. Even the reverse repo. I don't know if anybody out there who's listening to this has seen how crazy the reverse repo, the spike in reverse repo is right now. But the Fed's got it. The Fed's like, I got your back. Don't worry. So. I was looking for a close below, and I was watching the 5-minute too. I wasn't watching the 1-minute. And I hesitated. Thank goodness. I hesitated. I was like, the relative strength indicator is really low. Maybe I should wait until it bounces off the high of it, so on and so on. And I just wasn't seeing a breakdown. Unfortunately, I didn't get into some call options right there, which I was going to do. I was like, if this thing closes below the 5-minute, and holds it, that's gonna be really bullish. But I don't know. When the time came, I hesitated and I didn't get into the trade. So and it would have been like right around, I don't know. It was right around 10 o'clock. Yeah, so it would have been at the morning high that I'd gotten into a call options contract. So fortunately, I didn't do that. Bitcoin is still recovering from this incredible dip that it took after El Salvador went live, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, all right, everybody. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I will see you at tomorrow's strategy session. I am out.